Hey, I'm Wispy, and welcome to today's character design session. And I'm a huge fan of the game Genshin Impact. I've been playing it daily since the start of last year, and it's definitely the thing I'm most obsessed with right now. I absolutely love the game to bits, especially the character designs. However, there's one character whose design has been bugging me a little since his release, and that's the Dendro Bow user Tighnuri. I'll get into the reasons why I don't like his design so much later, but first, a disclaimer. I know that when Tighnuri's design was revealed, there was a lot of discussion surrounding proper skin tone representation for characters from Sumeru. I don't want to get involved in this argument, and I'll be keeping Tighnuri's skin tone pretty close to his original design. This isn't me taking a side, I'm trying my best to stay neutral on the topic. Also, as a white person, my voice really isn't worth anything in the conversation anyway. Also, another thing. I'm not a better designer than those who work at Hoyoverse. I'm sure he went through a pretty lengthy design process, and this design is only the product of a week's work. And he's a pretty popular character, so I'm sure Hoyoverse knew what they were doing. I'm not fixing the character, this is just my personal opinion, and what I think looks good in a character design. Now, on with the redesign. First of all, let me make it clear that I do not hate Tighnuri. He's definitely a favourite, and I'm a big fan of the Sainari pairing. As a character, he's pretty great. The line,
"Come on, you big lummox, raise your head and look up,"
is just so iconic by now. I love the growing trend of Hoyoverse releasing more sassy and witty characters. I think my main problem with Tighnuri's current design is 1, too many colours, and 2, too much going on with his outfit. Usually that's not a huge problem for me. My favourite Genshin character is Xiao, and one could argue he has both of these in his design. However, his outfit is overall more cohesive and the colours contrast rather than clash and compete. So for my Tighnuri redesign, I started by taking his in-game model and making some very rough edits to get all my ideas down properly. I didn't want to change him too much. I still wanted him to look like himself when I was finished. I started by changing his sleeves. The one pinstriped sleeve has always bugged me. I know Genshin characters tend to have very asymmetrical designs, but this was very out of place. Plus, I wanted to keep his arms free for combat. Also, it's pretty hot in Sumeru. Trust me, I've been in the jungles of Borneo, which are pretty similar. I also want to cut down on the layering on the front of his outfit. The red and bright yellow really clashes with the green, plus the flower looks kind of slapped on there. I also changed his tail to match his hair. It's dark green originally, and it's pretty out of place. When it comes to humans with cat or wolf ears and tails, I don't like it when it looks like they're just tacked on there, which is why I moved his ears closer to where his human ears would be. Plus, he looks less naked on the sides of his head. As for his hair, yeesh. It's probably my least favourite part of his design. I don't like bowl cuts at all, plus he should be more scruffy from spending all his time in the jungle. So I gave his hair some waves and kept the green highlights. I then changed all the purple to green and cyan. Last of all, I chose to give him a slight tan, because he's outside all the time, as well as some freckles. I just love giving characters freckles when I can. One thing about Genshin designs is that they are usually a lot more busy at the back than they are from the front, because that's the view players will be seeing the character from most often when playing them. So for this design, the back had to be as well thought out as the front. There's a lot going on back there, including the mismatched tail and a scarf cape thing. The material doesn't really suit the rest of the outfit at all. Most of these things I completely removed and made to match the front. I added the green design that's on his front to his back as well as taking the white material from the front of his design and adding it to the back, adding on some patterns in green. I kept the gold bag, decoration, just to break up the blues and greens. Plus, it means the gold earring doesn't look so out of place. His toned down design makes him look a bit like a 4-star, but I guess I did what I set out to do. Now to draw him in my style, and give you guys a break from my voice for a bit. And here's Tignori's final design. How do you like it? Let me know if I could improve anything. And thank you for sticking to the end of this video. If you have a character you'd like me to redesign, let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. I currently have a short animation project I'm intending to work on, so until I release that, stay safe and I'll see you next time.